Ringo's new album isn't trying to surprise you, and that's its strength. Long Long Road is his 22nd studio album, and I'd put it among his better ones. It's very much what you expect from Ringo: warm, reflective, and easy to listen to. He's in great form vocally here, especially considering he's now in his mid-80s. On tracks like I Don't See You in My Eyes Anymore, he sounds very much like he did on his first solo album over 50 years ago. That same tone is still there, which is quite something when you think about it. Now, I'll be honest, I haven't always been that keen on some of his more recent offerings, but I did like Look Up last year, and that set quite a high bar, so I was interested to see where he'd go next. And the answer is, not very far. And in this case, that's exactly the right move. It's an easy listen, the kind of album you can just put on and let play. And for the most part, that works. It's well put together and Ringo seems completely at ease with it. For me, it's the collaborations that lift it. When Molly Tuttle comes in, you can hear the difference. It just adds that bit extra.
She sings at her best, I think, when she's with me.
Ringo's drumming is exactly what you'd expect. Solid, upfront, and very much part of the feel of the record. His lazy groove on My Baby Don't Want Nothing is perfect, and that little roll at the end tells you he's enjoying himself. The reworking of Choose Love might feel unnecessary to some, but I think it fits the mood of the album. It works. That said, it's not without its weaker moments. Some of the lyrics on Baby Don't Go don't quite land. That sort of thing feels a bit awkward, and that track is probably one of the weaker ones here. But overall, this is a solid album. Returning Without Tears, You and I, She's Gone were just 3 of the standout tracks to me. And then you've got the title track, Long Long Road, which closes the album. That's really what this whole thing is about. It's reflective and nostalgic, and it feels quite personal. Ringo's credited as a writer here, and you can hear that. It's very much about his outlook, just taking life as it comes. The incredible video leans into that as well. In it, he's driving a 1957 Ford Thunderbird, moving through moments that echo different parts of his life. Yes, there's some AI in there, but honestly, that's not really what you take away from it. What you're left with is the feeling of someone looking back, quite content with how it's all turned out. There's a lot of truth in the line "with a little help from my friends," because that's really how Ringo has always worked, and it's still the case here. Whether it's his records or the all-star band shows, he's never tried to do everything on his own, and actually, that's one of his strengths. Not many people can carry a project entirely by themselves, and Ringo's always understood that collaboration can lift things. And bringing in younger artists like Molly Tuttle and Billy Strings has definitely helped. It gives the music a bit more energy and stops it from feeling just like another late career record. And then you've got T-Bone Burnett shaping the whole thing.
So did you. Keep me busy for a while.
Despite some of its more downbeat country lyrics, I'd still go as far as to say this is a feel-good album. Ringo doesn't take things too seriously, and it's hard to find anyone with a bad word to say about him. And the album is just as easy to like. I listened to it on Apple Music in Dolby Atmos, but I also picked up this, the Ultraviolet Dream coloured vinyl pressing, which was a website exclusive. I know not everyone's a fan of coloured vinyl, but I think this looks great. What surprised me more is that we're finally getting a proper archival inner sleeve on a mainstream release. Let's hope that extends to more or even all UMG releases. Even the cover ties into that same idea of looking back. On the front cover, he's wearing the purple shirt from the Hey Jude session. And on the back, a red and white polka dot one of the same vintage. Where he goes from here is an interesting question. Does he stay in this country lane, do something more collaborative, or try something else entirely? But in a way, it doesn't really matter. Because if this is where it ends, this album is good enough to leave it there.